everybody. I want to talk about Steam's paid mods program. So, what are modders and mods? Um, Modders are people, programmers, coders, amateurs, semi-pros, work in the field of IT, who like games and have decided to modify a game slightly. They've been doing it for years, decades essentially. So it's been a very, very long time since they started doing it. The earliest mods were very basic color correction stuff or changing very subtle features like settings, even FOV sliders, making it possible to increase those or narrow them. Grand Theft Auto is probably an example of modding being pushed almost to its limits with huge mods, huge programs on top of programs where you can roleplay Superman, fly around Grand Theft Auto cities. So one of the things that I want to discuss is how have they done this. The answer is technically illegally. And in terms of funding, they've funded themselves. And in terms of where they've done it usually from home, possibly at work, even while studying. And they've done it for games everywhere, on pretty much all platforms, predominantly PC. And they've done it all in their own time, really. So why have they done it? They do it for fun, pleasure. They do it for no benefit really in the past, and now there may be some benefit. Unfortunately, it comes with a huge risk of having new risks basically, but essentially there is an approximate fee of about 75% on Steam. And the reason I'm talking about Steam is because Steam wants to introduce or has introduced a program where you can, as a modder, charge for your mod. And my fear is that many modders, potential modders, including now some that are pretty well known, are just not going to bother creating mods anymore for legal reasons. My belief is that Steam is only doing it because they see this as a potential to make a bit more extra money, and unfortunately it may mean that modders just decide not to bother, because most mods, to my knowledge, were always passion projects really, and I'm trying to kind of figure out what the repercussions would be for games that I have, and as well as for the games you may have. So previously these modders would do something, create a mod in their spare time, whether it's sometimes even fixing games. Modders have been known to fix games that have launched for easily $60 plus, and these games don't work, and modders have come in and they fixed games. So even I know a few people with games in their Steam library, and they've had their games fixed thanks to mods created for free by people who have nothing to do with the publishers. They've done things that professionals, people who made their own game, can't even fix. So they've helped people find solutions to problems that they have. And now they potentially have a form of revenue income legally, but it's such a small percent, about 25%. The other 75%, if you go through Steam, will go to the game developer as well as Steam. How that 75% is split between the two, I'm not entirely sure, but the actual modder, it will only get 25%, which may seem like at least some token of goodwill or something. But when you consider previously mods were free, I think it's great that modders can earn an income. Problem is that it already hasn't gone too well. Some modders have just decided not to even bother with the program because there are strings attached. But I do see a huge potential. Maybe if Steam wasn't charging 75%, then it wouldn't be as bad. But I do understand it is their platform, and it is on the through the games that they sell on Steam and through your Steam library. One of the issues that I have is the long-term effects of this. Now, I think that if game developers are serious about supporting modders, and if Steam is as well, then it would only make sense that modders gain some kind of real partnership with game developers, and some kind of paid partnership. Otherwise, they may just not bother, which is I think the long-term outcome. Lots of people are pretending already to be modders, and what they've done is just uploaded stuff that doesn't belong to them, and they've tried to charge for it. Now, Steam does allow for mods to be uploaded or just linked to, and with no fee attached whatsoever. I think all of this modding in general has come across because of publishers not being able to provide the service. Now, you have to remember, the reason Steam exists is because there wasn't a service before that provided games the way Steam does. I hope that modding and the mods that are provided follows the same suit, but with the 75%, once again, it doesn't seem likely. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you find anything out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.